feel like singing a new song.
Hum a few bars.
Short sales in the Northwest. That Christmas in the Northwest song, that's the worst song ever. I hate that song. I hate Christmas just because of that song.
Wow, that song got a lot of reach.
Well, you hear it everywhere. Thankfully, it's not Christmas time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, now that it's February.
But I do want to talk about short sales in the Northwest.
Okay.
We just got back from a conference in Orlando, which was neither warm.
Yeah, nor inviting.
Nor inviting, yeah.
Yeah, no, we were at our, the Keller Williams, they refer to it as Family Reunion, our national conference for everyone nationwide to come together. There's breakout sessions, there's just all the things that happen at a conference, but in this case there's 10,000 agents, all from Keller Williams across the nation, coming to share resources, coming to share, tricks and tools of the trade and things that we've all learned so we can, advance our skills in this industry.
Yeah, and one of the reasons that we go is to learn new short sale methods and tactics. And
Right.
I have to say that we've talked about this before. In the Northwest, where short sales might make up, 20 to 40% of the market, depending on where you're at, there just isn't a lot of resources to learn new methodology and advancing short sales. And so Dennis and I have been very proactive in traveling to Phoenix, Anaheim, Las Vegas, New Orleans, and now Orlando to learn about short sales.
Right.
And so the other thing, too, is banks.
Right, well, most of the banks, we've talked about that a little bit, most of them are not located here.
Right.
In fact, anywhere but here. You got Dallas, you've got Atlanta, you've got a few of them, they're basically
Phoenix,
scattered all around the Southwest.
Even San Diego
Southeast.
and Maryland, they are scattered, but none of them are in the, I don't know of any based in...
Any major banks that are based in the Northwest.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
There used to be one. But,
yeah, that changed.
So anyway, the other point there is that by going to these cities, we also have the chance to interact with banks and vice presidents of banks and personnel, people that are actually working on short sales for the banks.
Right.
And that's something that we did this time around too. We had access to vice presidents from Citibank, Chase, JP Morgan Chase, I should say, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America. And just because of us being proactive, we were able to go down there, and we got 3 short sale files pushed forward.
Right. It was a really unique opportunity. We had VPs from all 4 of those banks that you mentioned, plus the help desk gentleman from Fannie Mae. We won't get into that too far, but it was a unique opportunity.
It was, yeah.
And actually, the Fannie Mae guy, that's a completely different topic.
Yeah,
but,
we'll do a video on that too. But yeah, having access, and you know what the thing is that the banks, they were being proactive. They were trying to meet with the agents of Keller Williams and say, okay, hey, this is what we're trying to do, and then they wanted our feedback. But the great part was, the best part for me, was being able to sit one-on-one with the vice president and say, hey, I have this file, how come it's not going forward? This is an interesting one, we'll probably talk more about it later, but I have a short sale in Lake Stevens that I have listed for $60,000, and I have a cash offer at $58,000. And the bank countered at $62,000. It's just not a huge reach. When I talked to the vice president of the bank, I go, hey, what'd that value come in at? Because they do a valuation to see how much the fair market value is.
Right.
Fair market value was $60,000. And they countered above fair market value. So I'm sitting there with the vice president of that bank, and I go, does that make sense to you? Does it make sense to counter above fair market value?
Right.
She goes, no. I go, okay, do you think we can push this forward? Yeah. So, it is harder if you're just on the phone and you're talking to some...
Well, you're talking with a negotiator who's, several links down the food chain.
And minimum wage, doesn't leave their cubicle except for coffee. So this was a unique opportunity. And so I would say that I think that's one of the benefits of working with us, or as you decide who to work with on the short sales end of things. Ask them what kind of experience they have, what kind of education are they getting outside of the Northwest, because quite honestly, there just isn't a lot here, and you have to go out to make an impact and to learn things and to talk to vice presidents of banks. So,
absolutely.
Short sales in the Northwest. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.